So Valentine's Day is upon us once again. I feel like a bit of a gooseberry, So we've got Valentine's Day next week, and it's that time of the year when it's all about pampering someone you love or pampering yourself. And our review sponsor, Electric Hair, they're offering you a free treatment over the Valentine's Day week. All you have to do is book a service with them any day next week and you'll get a free treatment. Now this offer, it's only valid at the Liverpool salon, and all you have to do is you have to email them on their contact page and their website, or just give them a call. And when you're booking to get your hair done or whatever services that you're going to pay for, make sure you mention the magic word, movie, and how you heard about this offer. And they will make sure that you get the free treatment with the service you've booked. So the website address and the phone number is up on the screen now. So if you're Liverpool based, or if you're coming to Liverpool next week and you fancy pampering yourself or your partner, then get in touch with this Electric Hair salon. Or if you know someone that this offer might appeal to, then please just share this video, because there's probably many couples and many singletons out there who may not stumble across this video, but who would want to spoil themselves or spoil their partner with this generous offer from Electric Hair. It's Valentine's Day. Get your hair done, get your partner's hair done, get your free treatment, and then take yourself off to see 50 Shades Freed at the Odeon cinema. The perfect combo for Valentine's Day. I had my haircut last week, so unfortunately I missed out on the free treatment, but hey, I still got to see 50 Shades Freed on my own.
Good morning, wife.
Good morning, husband.
Don't ask me.
Mrs. Gray, look out your window.
What you know is true.
I'm taking you away for the weekend.
I just can't believe this is my life, that I get to live with you.
Oh, I love your precious heart.
Right, so this is the final chapter of the 50 Shades series. I've seen all 3 films. I've seen them all out of sync. I saw the second one last year, and then about 1 or 2 weeks after that, I found the first one on Netflix. So I watched the first one, and now I'm seeing this third one thirdly. So the first one was like a story of 2 opposites. One's a romantic, one's a kinky dom. And the first film was about how their worlds kind of connect, I suppose. The second film was about how these 2 opposites, about how they parted ways temporarily and how they meet up and decide to try again for a second time to see if they can make the relationship work, but this time with a jealous rival poking his head in. The third film is more of a romantic film, as it delves more into the relationship and what it takes to make the relationship work, with the jealous rival again popping his head up. So this third film, 50 Shades Freed, it had a really nice, beautiful, romantic start to the film, with great music over like montage shots of Mr. and Mrs. Grey about how they're starting their new life together. And personally, I really liked that the film had this. It seemed to focus on the struggles of how to make a relationship work and what it takes to make a relationship work, with the overall highlight I think being that it just takes good communication to make something work, which also happens in their sex games as well. But this is what I really thought brought out the characters. It wasn't really as sensual as the first 2 films for some reason, and it did feel like the kinky sex scenes were added just because people are expecting those. And for me, like, I think the story was a little bit predictable, and I kind of guessed how it's going to end up right near the beginning. So, but that's just me. I always try and work out how a plot's going to go, and usually get it right. So, but that's just me. I just don't sit there and enjoy it. I'm always thinking how the bloody thing's written. I was hoping for the climax of the film to be a bit more action-packed than it actually was, with the 2 rivals coming together for a big showdown. But that didn't happen, and it was over pretty quickly, pun intended. However, the film ends on a really good, feel-good note. And the film ends on a note where you just feel like it's just that romantic time of the year. Years ago, when the very first film came out, 50 Shades of Grey, I had no interest in watching this film whatsoever. And I'm sitting here today telling you that I've now seen all 3 of them in the space of a year. And though I'll probably never watch these films ever again, as I said last year, these films are for Valentine's Day. I personally feel they're films for couples. I've heard women say, "Ew, I wouldn't take my bloke to see that," which is kind of pathetic because it's a film about a couple for couples. And today in the cinema, there are about 5 to 6 couples in the cinema, ranging from couples in their 20s to couples in their 50s. But unfortunately, these 50 Shades films, they do seem to attract those packs of ignorant females as well, which I will rant more about after this review is over. But also in the cinema, I'd say there was 5 to 6 pairs of females and about 6 singletons, including myself, both female and male. So they're not just films aimed at females like most people think they are, they're for everyone. So without a doubt, if you want to treat your partner to the cinema this Valentine's Day, then this is a good film. It's got romance, it's got realistic relationship ups and downs, it's got lots of flashy houses, lots of flashy cars that like being raced around, good soundtrack. I enjoyed it on my own, but I think you'll enjoy it more with someone else.
What are you waiting for?
Love me like you do, la, la,
Right, so here's my rant. Over the last couple of years, I've spoken to Odeon staff members about how they dread this time of the year when a 50 Shades film comes out. Apparently, the opening weekend, it brings in swarms of loud, ignorant women who try to sneak in alcohol, drugs, and all those types of things into the screening that disrupts the screening for other people. And I kind of saw this today on a smaller scale when a couple of women just 5 rows down in front of me. They were taking pictures of the screen in the first 2 to 3 minutes of the film with the flash on the camera phone. So basically it's like with the lights. You just don't do that. Also, these same women, they basically decide to kick back and put their feet up on the chair in front of them. And I really don't like seeing that because that is just bad manners. So I just want to say that if you and your friends are like this, please have a bit more respect for the cinema and the people in the cinema as well. No one has paid to hear your drunken narration over the film, because if you're that desperate for attention, that's probably why you're still single, or probably why your partner won't come and watch a film with you in public. Remember that some people are watching this film to have a romantic Valentine's Day together, to cuddle up in a dark room, to watch a film, and not to listen to you and your mates mouth off. So please just have a little bit more respect, not just for your fellow movie watchers, but for the staff as well. And for the rest of you, enjoy the film. Mwah.